Hello, everyone. I'm a couple minutes early. Yay! Early's better than late, right? Um, I'm working on my camera as usual. I swear it takes forever for that thing to come open. It's just bouncing around. Now, I checked my internet connection and made sure it was good. We'll make sure, hopefully, it'll work okay. Hello to whoever came in. I can't see chat just a sec yet, and I'll say hello in a minute. My camera software is open. I guess I'm going to have to close it and start again. Okay, it doesn't want to close. Okay, hi, Mark. For some reason, this software is not wanting to work. That is really weird. I hope it starts to work because I can't Zoom or anything like that without it. Well, we'll leave it open and go back to this. I'm just working on a few of these little borders right now. The joys of streaming issues. Yes. Well, a couple weeks ago, my internet connection was so bad that I tried twice and couldn't stream, and I had to go reboot the router and all kinds of things. But I don't understand it. But yep. Okay, for some reason I have that little end, but that's okay. I'm just gonna cut it loose. Yay, I have 3 pieces. Yay! I wonder if I can punch this one. I don't know if this will punch. Let's get rid of these out. But if the camera, there we go. It finally decided it would do its thing. Because, I like to be, hi Sherry. I like to be zoomed in a little bit. Oh, I have I'm hardwired in with the Ethernet connection, Mark. I learned that early on. Even though the router is like through the wall directly behind me, um, I did the hardwiring. Probably not too long after I started streaming because it was just too hard. My computer that I do my bead shows and stuff on too is hardwired in. Both my computers in here are hardwired. We do have a Wi-Fi router, but and I suppose I could possibly use my phone the way some people do, but my connection, we have a. It's really weird. We have a tower like 2 blocks away, but everything is pointed north where it's less congested. So our phone signal in the house is not very good. So, and Mark, I don't know if you were here, but I have gotten a plan of action with these borders. My plan is to try to get a bunch of borders punched. and put, I have a new storage bin. Hi, Lisa. I created these pages. They're just sheet protectors divided. And by doing that, I can have them all kind of put together, put in, and saved ahead of time. Come on, you can go in there. Now, I guess we pull them out and then put it in. Like so. I have extra pages made already. I just haven't used them yet. So I'm making borders. Let me see here on this one. These are borders, and these are like belly bands. I didn't go today, Lisa. Yesterday, and I'm sorry, it's been a long, guys, it's been a long week. One heck of a long week. I went over yesterday mid-morning to be sure that I got her at a time when she might already be tired, so that I could check on how that was going. And I swear to you, she's right back to her normal self. Just, yeah, right back to her normal self. But she has no clue what went on when she fell. She knows that she was in the hospital. She knew when she was in the hospital, she was in the hospital. She asked me how many days had she been there. That was kind of a interesting conversation. The nurses are checking on her in the middle of the night every 2 hours right now for this next week. And I'm sorry you didn't get a message yesterday, but I was exhausted and I was covered up. Everything happened when I was trying to work on something, and I needed to do laundry, and I haven't cooked. I'm going to have to stop tonight so that I can cook because, yeah. I hadn't done any laundry, and I that was what I was planning to do, and I didn't even have any socks yesterday. I had to wear wool socks, and I'm sorry, but it's too hot to wear wool socks here. So yesterday was I have to catch up day, and I'm sorry I didn't update you. I haven't updated. I haven't sent any messages. But I went over there. She had gotten herself dressed, had gotten to breakfast, and everything seemed to be just fine. So nobody has a clue what happened. We really just don't know. For those of you who are wondering, my mom fell somewhere in the night Tuesday night, and apparently they didn't find her till Wednesday morning. So we spent a couple of days in the hospital. We spent an entire day in the ER. But she seems to be fine. She's bruised, but she didn't break anything. So that is the best news, is that she didn't break anything. So that one's pretty. And I'm ending up with these little scraps, which I think I'm going to use in my book. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing some more, because I thought maybe they would be fun in my little book page today. Look, I got 4. Let's do this one right here, this turquoisey one. But she was reading a book yesterday when I got there. This punch is big and it doesn't collapse very well to go into my what shall I call it, my collection of stuff that I want to keep out, where I can work on this a little at a time. So I'm trying to do this one today. Yeah, in the ER they gave her some thing. Oh, I guess maybe I haven't told you. The nurse upstairs told me that trauma like that can make your white bloods. Her white blood count was not that high. That was the biggest problem. But yes, in the emergency room, before we ever went upstairs, they gave her antibiotics, and they double checked all that. It was back down to normal the next day. They could find nothing to cause an infection, but the nurse in the hospital said that trauma can actually make your white blood cell count go up a little bit. So she said not to really worry about an infection so much, because honestly, she felt like that might have been what was going on. So, and the doctor, the admitting doctor, didn't feel that either. Hi. Hi, Barbara. He was here last week, and but you had gone, I think. I think you had gone. Did you go to sing last week? Is that what you were doing? I forgot. I can't remember. I can't remember squat this week. So I'm going to do this one and one more, and then I'm going to stop. We'll do a little journal page. Yep, I thought you went to go sing. Oh, I have to tell y'all. Who was I talking about? My mama. Mom fell Tuesday night. They didn't find her till Wednesday morning. They sent her straight to the ER. And she's already back to her normal self. So hi, Joyce. Hi, Andrea. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyways, I'm behind on everything and exhausted. So, but at least I have been every day till today. I went over there. Okay, let me think. ER Wednesday, hospital Thursday, Friday. Jeff and I went to clean. We spent 3 hours over there scrubbing stuff, and then yesterday I went over, and then, but I didn't go today. I'm going to go in the morning. So, but the nurses, like I said, the nurses are checking her every 2 hours now because of this, at least for this week. And I spoke to the, what do they call her? Health and Wellness Director. She's going to she wants to implement a site-wide thing where they go in at 11 o'clock and at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night. So I hope I said hi to everybody. I think I did. Oh, it figures that last little bit didn't get punched off. Okay. Okay, so the middle of these flowers, there's tiny little stars that come out of them. I'm not saving them. They're getting thrown away. But see the tiny, oops, wait just a minute. I got to get another one because that one dropped. The tiny little stars. So, okay. Okay, now we need to put these away. Mm-hmm. Okay. I might have to use one off the end. See, that's another thing. You can cut them apart and use them. So, don't know which one I would use. So we'll wait till we do the page, our page, and see. Working on some card fronts. Yay! Okay. All right, now I got a little stash of those ready. I'll have to choose another punch for another time. But having already cut the strips makes it easier to work on these. So, yay. All right, let's find our little book. I probably buried it. I did. Tell you, my studio was a mess this morning. Barbara, do you have to leave? Oh, I started to tell y'all. Okay. Because I was talking about Mom, I forgot about it. I talked to Texas Lisa yesterday. Yesterday? Oh gosh, I don't remember. I've talked to Texas Lisa in the last couple of days. Maybe, just maybe, if things work out right, we're going to stream next week, but we don't want to promise anything. You can't bring yourself to send to anyone. Well, that's okay, Barbara. You're allowed to, have those things. What are we going to do? We got these. I got these. These are cool. I have some little junky pieces that are over here that I found earlier. I got this on the table. Yeah. Anyways, she was driving. She's been released to drive, and she's having some nerve pain, especially at night. But she's they have given her some stuff for nerve pain, so she doesn't have to take the pain pill medicine, but she's still having, especially at night, to have to take a little medicine for nerve pain. And of course she's taking anti-inflammatories and things like that because of the surgery. But she's only 2 weeks in and they released her to drive, so that is really, yeah, she's doing good. So all right, let's see here. I have these little strips, and for some reason I think they need to do something today. I don't know exactly what. I have this. I don't know what it's going to do. I have a couple little black strips, which I kind of like too. I might leave this one out. This one's red. I don't really like it. This one doesn't quite go. I'm not sure about the green one either. I kind of like these together. This was on my desk. It was, I think, originally in my little scrap bin, but we'll think about it. Let's do something with these. Let's do some kind of a Okay. That does have the green in it. But it's also got the purple in it. I wonder if there's another matching page up front. Kind of matching. That one is how far in? No. Oh, look at here at this one. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. It's got the green, but I think I'll leave the green out. It's got the turquoise and the purple. I like that one. So that, and she has a project in mind, Barbara, that Lisa does, Texas Lisa does, that she's thinking we might want to do together. So I don't know what it is. She didn't have time to tell me. But she and Hannah had actually gone to Hobby Lobby. So, okay, that looks pretty good. I think I can work with that. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, it was good to hear her voice. You know, I've texted her, you know, that kind of thing, but she can say I'm doing good, but when you hear her voice, then you know it's, you know, then you know how it's going. I'm just piddling here, so. Okay. I don't know. I think I might take the black ones back out. I like the black one a little bit, but I don't really like it a lot. Yeah, Sherry, hearing her voice. Hannah was in with her, and they were, you know, talking to each other and stuff like that. It was good to hear her. Okay. I kind of like that. I kind of do. And I kind of don't like that. So let's see what we can do here. Let's. Hmm. What if we did this? And then made two passes with the sparkle. Okay, that's what we'll do. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I'm going to do this one at a time. Oh, there went my dryer. Yeah, it's really bad when you run out of summer socks, especially when you have more than 2 weeks worth. So anyways, I got those done yesterday, so I'm not so far behind. However, I have got to cook something. We've been eating terrible this week. We ate horribly. Of course, I ate hospital food 2 days, so only once. The day we were in the emergency room, I didn't eat until late in the evening. Brandon came up and no, wait a minute. Jeff came up and I went and got some food. And then later, Brandon came up and oh, I like that. That's a little different than I had originally put in there, but that's okay. And I came home. He stayed until almost 10 o'clock Wednesday night. And then Thursday, Jeff came and brought Mom her hearing aids. And then later, Brandon came up for a couple hours and we sat there, and then he let me go to lunch. So I did go get some food Thursday. But with all things, it was a very interesting. Now then, I'm here this week. I think I've already told you all that we are going to have to make a run to Elkhart, Indiana shortly. And I honestly do not know exactly when we're going to have to go. I do not know if I will get to do my live stream next Sunday or not. I think so, but we haven't been there. We're not assured of when they'll get our rig and all that stuff done. So it could be that we have to leave next weekend, and therefore I won't be able to stream on Sunday. So just be aware that that might happen. I hope to stream on Sunday and then leave the first part of the week. That's what we're kind of hoping is going to happen. But it'll take us a couple of days to get up there, so it's not an easy drive. Okay, I am really liking that. I do. Do you suppose it needs to have a tab? We'll think about it. Might need a tab. Okay, now it needs some kind of decoration. What do we have? What do we have? I have to move stuff. Oh, I pulled my thing out wrong. Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-oh. Oh, I pulled my divider out. That was really dumb. There we go. Ooh, those might be fun. Or do we want something out of here? Let's take a look what's in here. These are little die-cut birds. And little die-cut, what do we call those? Little stems. Has anyone dyed paper with RIT powder? I was wondering how much powder to put in 2 cups of water. In 2 cups of water? Not very much, Joyce. But why only 2 cups of water? I have not dyed paper with RIT dye, so you know you don't need to listen to me. But RIT dye's powder is pretty strong. It's designed to fill up a wash machine to dye. Hi, Carol. To fill up a big pan to dye something medium to large size. So I would think that you wouldn't need very much. That would be that's my opinion. Okay, that's an opinion. Okay, this would be easier if I just dumped them out. I need this one right here. These are little birds that you kind of make your, it kind of gives you a an option. You can make them have different colored wings, that kind of thing. Hi, Julie. Okay, Joyce said she knows, but okay, 2. I just thought that would be enough. Oh, okay, 2 cups of water would be enough. Depends on how much paper you're going to have to dye. 2 cups of water seems like not very much water. It's just me, but then I usually dye a whole lot. So that may be part of it. Julie, Carol, hello. No, don't worry about never worry about being late, Julie. Okay, I think we need. Okay, I like this one. I like that one. I need another wing. Okay. Now we need some stems for some of these birds to sit on. Come here. Don't be doing that. There we go. Definitely don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Okay, here is another. Okay. Maybe we should put the purple one under the turquoise bird and the turquoise one under the purple bird. I would like that better, yes. And he can just sit right there on top of it. Let's tip it down like so. And this one can come down further like so. No, I think he needs to be actually over here. Nope. There. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm off camera. Okay. That wing just jumps out too far. It just goes. I don't like that wing because it's just too much different. It's too. It needs to be like this. There we go. Thank you, Andrea. You have that same bird punch? I did a bunch of, these are all jelly prints, and I wish they were on a little bit heavier paper because they get all tangled up in the pocket. But I'm going to put this mess back in this pocket so that it's not all over everywhere. They also bend because they're in there and not very sturdy. I really like this bird punch. I just wish I had used a little bit sturdier paper for punching out, but I just went through my scrap drawer when I was doing it and punched a bunch of stuff out. I like having things already punched so I don't have to go hunt them. But right now I'm just trying to pick them up. So then we will glue them down. Okay, there's that. See, I must put it back in there. Put, not out. Okay, yes, say stiffer paper behind the thin paper when punching them. Well, the thin paper punched just fine, mostly because it had paint on it. You know, they're gel prints, so the craft paint on it made it heavy enough to punch. That was not so much the problem. The problem is that they are so thin when I'm trying to use them or when I'm trying to keep them put away more than anything. Like this one, this piece of paper is just a little heavier than some of them, and it's just that much better for using it. Okay. See, this is just so flimsy. So. But I'm liking it. It's, it's all right that they're flimsy. I'll survive. Okay. There we go. I honestly can't believe how easy this page has gone, though. These birds need some eyes. We have to do something about that. Hi there. Well, there she is, Julie. I talked to her, and Lisa, you'll have to tell me if it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. It's just one of those things. I've lost my brain cells. Anyways, I talked to her the other day, and she sounds much better. Um, did you get the washing machine sorted out? Lisa's washing machine, of course, died on her. It seems like that happens to the best of us. Jeffrey was able to resurrect my dryer the last time. I was really glad because I didn't want to have to go buy a new one. Okay, they need eyes. Okay, do I want sparkly eyes? Maybe, seeing how I have sparkly on right there. That was your dryer that does it? Uh-huh. I'm thinking maybe sparkly eyes. Okay. Well, I thought I had this drawer sorted out where it wouldn't do this. Apparently not. Okay. So I have to take everything out. Whole drawer is stuck, guys. I guess it's all going on the floor. Got him. We sold our house. We are now in the cooling off period for 10 days. Then we can look for a place to buy and pay off the mortgage. Yay! Okay, Barbara said something. I'm not sure, but I'm doing good. Not able to do some things I thought I would be able to do, but okay. Use one on Facebook Marketplace. Yay! Okay, I'm just looking for the right color, I guess. I have some purpley ones and some turquoisey ones. So I could put turquoisey ones in the purple birds and purpley ones in the other birds. How about that? Let's see if I can pick this thing up without. Okay. With a walking stick, but I can't carry anything with much weight. Soft green ones? Not really. Not sparkly, at least. We'll go with these. It's okay. Let's see. I think they're big enough. I hope. Come on, give me a little dot of glue. Also want to see if I can find some words that I like. Just for the fun of it. Okay. These aren't flat, so I mean there are a bunch of them in the container, so it's like hard to grab just one since I didn't have them out. Okay. Now where's the little purple ones? Okay. Yeah. Could you ask Ethan if he could run it over to your mom's one? I mean, the cooking part is hard, but okay, I think it needs some words. Don't you think it needs some words? What do I do? These are birds. Where are the words? Words and numbers. Okay, words. Do they have any kind of words in this set? Those are just numbers. Here's some words. Let's look at that. I did a few, but hate to ask again. Okay. Barbara, you know, sometimes, oh, there's some words that would look good because they're purple. Sometimes you just have to let it go. I have learned that. And you have to say, okay, I don't like this. I'm not going to do anymore. Okay, these words have kind of a purpley pink cast to them, so I think they would go really well with the page. This one says shine bright, and this one says make today count. And I like both of those, so I think we'll put them both on there. Somehow. So those are the words we're going to use. Okay. You know, I didn't realize that the dryer just kept going and making noise like that. It's like, okay, all right. Do we want to put these on top of this? Oh, now that's kind of cute. Yep, we are going to do that. But I think we ought to ink this. I don't think with that. Let's see here. I need a handly thing. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. I cleaned up, so I put my handles away. Better if you cut it in quarters. That's the thing about the age we're getting to, Lisa. Oh, Alaska, Lisa, are you still there? Are you paying attention? Becky lost her husband. He passed away a couple weeks ago. Sorry, it's been a busy week. I didn't think to tell you. And Mark Stolrick passed away too. Last, let me think, a week ago Saturday. Yeah, Becky's short, but not short anymore. Barbara, I'm sorry, it's family. Becky is a cousin, and yes, her husband passed away, Lisa. And then Mark Stolrick is someone I went to high school with, and he passed away last weekend. So, Mark Stolrick. I mean, he's my age, so you know, I'm pretty sure you would remember. Okay, there's that. Oh dear. Okay. Mark's not been well for some time, Lisa. Becky's husband's heart was bad, and he had heart surgery last year, and the comments were made that he just didn't come back. Mark wasn't really in good health last time I saw them, and then a couple of winters after we saw them, he had a accident and slid off the road in the snow, and they didn't find him till the next morning. He was in the ditch, and he's had some serious health problems since then. So anyways, guys, those are not internet people that you would really know. They're just family and family friends. Sorry, but she's there. I wanted to tell her while I was thinking about it. But Peg Robinson's husband. Okay, I didn't realize that. I hadn't seen that. Of course, I have barely been on the internet this week. Yes, we should be too young for that, Lisa. We should be. Now, Becky's husband was older than we are. Becky's a year older than I am, so you know. But Becky's husband was 74, was all I think, and Mark was, if I remember correctly, a couple months younger than me, so 67. Okay, I really like that. That came out really cute. Yep. Now, though, I'm trying to decide if I want to take this and make a little tabby thing. Kind of like it. Oh, Andrea, it's my cousin. It's not a Becky that y'all would know. Sorry. Well, Lisa, we were having a discussion about Jeff's dad. Um, you know, okay, I'll tell you why we were having a discussion about Jeff's dad. Okay. Uh, okay, you guys, it's hysterical, actually. We get these funny phone calls, okay? And I guess they're not really funny, but Perry got called, Jeff's brother got called at 1 o'clock in the morning. Where's my galvanized wash tub? 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So it's like, okay. And there's always something, there's always some kind of little something that's happening that it just gives us giggles. Anyways, he called Jeff yesterday, just out of the blue. And I'm going to just tuck it under and ask Jeff. He said, Jeff, do you know that it's still heart wrenching for me without mom? Yes, Julie, hon, I'm so sorry. Um, he called Jeff and he said, you do know that my funeral's all taken care of at Fisher Pew. It's not, but he has that in his head that it's all taken care of. And and Jeff goes, yes, I have all the paperwork. I know what's taken care of. Um, and then he goes to his dad. He goes, are you planning on going somewhere? And Jeff's dad goes, oh, I don't think so. It's like, okay, then why are you calling about this all of a sudden? It's just what gets in his mind. But we were having a discussion about that because there are none of his friends left. Half of Jeff's family is gone. I don't my mother's only got like 2 out of 9 of the brothers left. Okay, I'm really liking that, but it needs some ink on that edge right there. Where's my handle? Okay, and this is the one I want. Yeah, Barbara, I think that's the best thing to do is to be grateful for what we do have. When we lost Jeff's sister a few years ago, it was such a shock. It was like we never could have anticipated that. Okay, guys, I am really happy with my page today. Every minute of every day, yes, it's all a treasure. Yes, she had 7 brothers and a sister, so she was one of 9. Yeah, it's a piece of scrapbook paper that I used as a page. And I really like how it came out. Yep, make today count. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to date this. Gosh, I got that page done in an hour. That's usually takes way longer. Okay, get it in here. August 31st. And of course, this week was so crazy that we didn't even get Brandon taken out for his birthday. He turned 35 this year. So, okay. So much for using up the little scraps. I have now got more little scraps on my table. And they were fun to use, so I guess I'm keeping them. Oh, I'm glad you do too. Yep, I like it. I really like it. The dots, and a lot of times when in my little book, when I have used paper like this, I haven't liked it. So I'm glad that one came out like it did. Oh, but look it, I didn't make a tag or a pocket. That's why it got done so fast. Okay, let's just put these in the drawer. Should we see what else we got in the drawer we can make little pads out of, maybe? That might be a thing to do today. What do we want to do? You guys got any suggestions what you want to do? And those what we need to hold on to, Lisa, is the memories. The good memories. All those good, wonderful memories. Okay, I got some little pieces I'll put in my scrappy bin. Hannah left today, didn't she? Lisa, didn't you tell me that she had to go home today? Do I remember that correctly? Okay, we're gonna put that up there. Just left. So yeah, yeah, you do need to stay distracted. Okay. Nobody gave us any suggestions, so I guess I'm gonna play in my scrap drawer. Can this drawer come out? No, of course not. I had some more papers out that I was thinking about turning into something else. Okay. You have to have things you can write on. Please remember to throw. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yes. Maybe I better back out a little bit. I'm just pulling paperweight paper out. Of my drawer because I don't have a lot of paperweight. Although, we could do something with these. I was thinking about making some kind of journal card with them. Don't know what I'll use them for yet, but I'm just in the scrap drawer trying to do something with the scrap drawer. Simply because it is becoming overfull. Oh, I know what we had. We had all of this red and green paper out the other day. So let's see if we can do something with it. because it needs to go away, because it's just it's heavy paperweight paper, but it needs to be used up somehow. So I thought I'd make some paper pads with it. What were you going to say? She remembers what she was going to say, but she didn't tell us. I don't know about that. Okay. Might need some of this. This is just like Christmassy stuff. Like I said, I'm just wanting to get some of this stuff out of my drawer. So, okay. That one's kind of Christmassy too, I think. Oh, there's more red. Oh, this is just little pieces of red. Had a brainwave. I could make my own sandpaper things that can attach to the blending tool. I have lots of sandpaper. Oh, yeah. If you're not aware, guys, they sell, and I have a package somewhere, little sandpaper discs that go on this. Okay? But this is the same size as this 1-inch circle. So you could just punch out of sandpaper, punch out this, and then put some kind of fuzzy on the back of it, and you could make your own sandpaper discs. Yep. Well, Lisa, pain will keep you from wanting to do a lot of things, I think. There's a pretty piece of metallic. There's another piece of metallic. I'm thinking something Christmassy might be able to come out of that. Not seeing much else, so I guess we're going to work with what we got on the table. See what I can do. Like I said, I'm just trying to make some things out of my scrap drawer. So and these are very, very bright green and reds. But these are cute, and this would be fun to put on the front of one. Let's see here. If that was folded in half, that'd be pretty much just, oh, that'd be almost exactly right. Okay. Let's move those off to the side. And work with these for right this minute. Green, red, green, red, green, red. Okay, I got one extra piece, which means I could add one more to this. First off, I think they all need to have brown edges. Yes. Gonna see if I can make myself some tea. Yay! You're just gonna have to take it easy, Lisa. That's the thing. Uh-oh. Is there more than one piece there? No. I should check the drawer and make sure there aren't any more pieces in there, because this idea probably would be pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this like the front of a little journal. So journal, notepad, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of like that. That's going to be cute, I think. Julie, suspense is killing me. What were you going to say? Oh, that she was going to, okay, Lisa, these little pads that we use for inking, they make a sandpaper disc that will stick to there. And she was thinking that she could make her own sandpaper discs. It would be very easy to do. I need to make sure I don't have any more of that red and green paper. That's just, I don't want to end up having it 2 or 3 pieces left over because I didn't look completely. But apparently I do not. I don't see anything. I do have some gold sparkly paper. Uh-oh, threw some stuff on the floor. There's some gold sparkly paper, which might be fun too. Of course, I have little pieces of stuff all over the floor now too, guys. No, I don't see anything. If there is, I'll just have to live with it. That looks like fun. Okay, so let's fold the rest of these. You have to catch those brainwaves when you wander through. That's what I write in my vault. Things I heard or saw or did. Yep. So now it's a really pretty little pocket. Yay! See, Barbara, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Okay. I had one extra piece of paper, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it in half. And I will stick it inside this one so that when I staple it, it will be good. And I kind of need this. There we go. It's kind of like when we were talking about mom and my mom having the accident she had, and she doesn't know what happened. And then for a couple of days, she was not her normal self as far as what was going on in her head. And it was pretty traumatic. So, it was, and we're not sure. We think she was on the floor probably close to 12 hours. So, a long time. And so, we were having a discussion, and I said, I can't remember what I went to the kitchen for. So the fact that she can't remember that at 94, not a big deal. But yesterday, Lisa, she seemed to be, Lunch Fairy has visited, yay! Yesterday she seemed to be just fine. She seemed like her normal self. I didn't stay a long time because I had so much to try to catch up on. And the last few days, I think she's been more tired, but that's, there again, you go in the hospital for a couple of days, you don't get to sleep at all. Oh, did I do this wrong? Yeah, because I don't think I want the green on the outside. It's a little bright. Okay. Let's do it like this. Okay. There we have that. So now we have 3 of these. And I think we will use that one and this one. And I think I want to try to incorporate some of this a little bit. I have an idea. Okay. Ouch. That one. We're going to try that. We'll see if it's going to work. I don't have a bunch of that punched already, so I'm just going to try this one. Ouch. Andrew's going to lurk again. That's good. That works. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, but do I want to put that all the way across the top and then all the way across the bottom? I think so. No, I kind of don't. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I probably should have dug out a bunch of your scraps and stuff instead of buying from Etsy. It was much easier to buy than to go dig. Well, yeah, especially for right now, Lisa. Oh, I need to make sure that Jeff's in the other room to get that package. Otherwise, I have to go get the package. I can't leave it on the counter on the porch. So I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. You think it looks great just on the bottom? Yeah, I'm thinking so. I don't want it to stick out too far on here, simply because I don't want it to get caught when, to get tore up when you're putting it into something. Anyway, sorry guys. So they were delivering the kids' lights. I also have this, and I just grabbed it on the way. Paint and marks now. Pretty stuff will come. Yay! I was thinking about putting this all the way around it. Instead of using the paper one, use this one and go all the way around it. Okay, opinions. Let's see if I'm close enough for y'all to see it. Can you see it? Just a minute, I've also taken my glasses up and I can't see what I'm doing, so. There we go. Well, I'm thinking that I like this too better. I don't know, something about it just says that it's what it is. So that's what we'll do. I might put a little bow or something on with the lace, something like that. We'll see. I also think I need to. First off, I need to. I want to ink everything. Everything gets inked today. Everything. So we will ink this piece of paper. Doesn't show up a lot because the paper is already kind of that antique-y type color. This one it's showing up a little more because it's lighter. Oh, I know what I can do across the top. I've got to do something to cover up the staples on the back, so I'll have to think about that. Okay, I want to do the corners round. I do. So let's get out the corner. Chop some corners here. Okay, I don't think it's going to go through all of them, so I think we will have to, maybe we better staple these first. Nope, I think we better chomp them first. They're not perfectly even, so the rounded corner just it's there, but it's, you know, it's not absolutely perfect. So, but I like the rounded corner better. So we'll do that with all three of them. But I was right. Jeffrey was not in the living room. I didn't think he was. He's outside. It's a little tiny bit cooler today. And with everything that went on this week, he did not get a bunch of stuff that he wanted to do outside done. So he's outside working. It's not cool by any means, but it's a little cooler than it was. So, okay, let's... She usually posts it in on the group page, Teresa, so that's where you should look for it. I do like these rounded sponge heads. I like the density of them better, and I like how they function better. Just FYI. I don't know that you can even tell the difference on screen, but see how it just took the color down just a little bit. Makes me a lot happier with the color. Not quite so bright. Our August has been really weird. Usually it's high 90s and above, and the grass is dying because of the heat, but we have had several rainy days. highs in the 80s, and it's been a nice change. The first part of the month, it was 110, I think. We've had several 3-digit days in the last month. About 4 days ago, the temperature dropped, and it's supposed to get hot again, but we're having our false fall, which is in the 80s instead of in the hundreds. So we've also had a tremendous amount of rain, but at least the last couple of days have been at least a little bit more tolerable, is what they are, is tolerable. But we've had a very weird summer, Lisa. We didn't get rain when we normally get rain, and then we got rain when we normally are dry. So, and our rain's been coming from the other direction quite often. It's very weird. So. Snow on the mountains. Yep. Well, first, our leaves don't change color, really. I will tell you that the crepe myrtle is still blooming, which it blooms late in the year, but not usually this late. And not just ours. Everybody in town's crepe myrtles are blooming. So it's not just ours. It's just the oddness of it. What was I going to say? We have our trees here, several of them lose their leaves in the spring. All the oak trees down here, they lose their leaves in the spring. So it's kind of an odd thing. And they don't change color. They just come off the tree. So. Two different sandpaper grays. Okay, I've glued the sandpaper 1-inch dots to the fluffy side of some Velcro I have in the sewing supplies, and it's under some heavy in between baking paper. Yay! Only had a few. We've had so many over 100. It's just, yeah, it's just been, and the rain makes it even worse. The humidity, you go out and you feel like you can't breathe because it's hot and it's humid. Our air conditioner has run pretty much nonstop. It's not on right now, but it's not as gray as it was this morning. I fully expected it to rain today, but so far it hasn't. Okay. Well, Julie got some stuffs done. See? She got stuffs done. Okay. Now then. There was another piece of paper. Piece of Christmassy paper. Where did it go? It had words on it. There it is. It was like a little strip. Yeah. Okay. So I can put a strip of this on the back side of where the staples go. Okay, so I'm going to staple these. You know, regular staples would work, but this stapler goes through more than my regular stapler will go through. It's really odd that this one seems to work so much better. Okay, so now we want to glue some strips of this across here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to work just fine. Okay, so we're going to cut this right there. Sherry, did Sherry say she was going? I just missed it. If I did, I'm sorry, hon. I missed your saying goodbye, but glad you were here if that's what is happening, if you were leaving. Okay, I'm going to slide that so that it's just centered. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's... I'll have to punch another bit of it. Uh-oh. And I just realized I didn't glue this little edge down, which I probably should have. So we'll just do it that way. Okay, and that way. For some unknown reason, my pen does not want to go into my... There we go. All right. I'm liking how these are coming out. They'll be cute in, say, a December daily or something like that. Ta-da! And I'm getting more stuff out of my scrap drawer. That's really what I don't need to do, is get more stuff out of my scrap drawer. Okay. Yep, ink came to the rescue. I thought I was going to use, oh no, I was like Lisa, I really like the paper one better. I don't know, it's bolder or something. So, now, yeah, ink came to the rescue, Lisa. I was really afraid about the bright red. I'm not really, that's just kind of really bright anymore. Plus, it didn't go with the images, but I like how it looks. Don't like the staples on the back, but we'll fix that in a minute. And I have to make another piece of the paper lace because I only had enough for 2 of the things. So I have to make another one. Which is not hard. I can do that. Okay. The only problem I have is sticking my head in the way, so. Teresa had a question. The lace looked kind of shabby chic, not Tanya's normal style. Yeah, that's the thing with lace. You and me both. Uh-huh. It's a nice feeling using scraps, but then I look at the scraps that are left and feel like I haven't used any. Oh, I've worked on that drawer for 2 weekends now and I haven't touched it. Where I found the Santa. Okay. Somewhere along the line at a estate sale or a garage sale, there was some odds and ends of scrapbook paper, and they went in my stash of stuff that I got. And there's little 6x6 pieces, so I stuck them in the scrap drawer. And so far there are 4 of them on this page. So, and I have this page of edges, and I'm going to use some of that in just a minute. How wide was that? About 1.25 inches, I guess. So I haven't a clue where it came from or what kind of paper it is or anything like that, unfortunately. But it was in the scrap drawer. There is no name recognition on the back of it. I'm assuming it came out of a 6x6 pad. That's an assumption. But it was in my drawer when I went to start doing this today. Okay, I just got glue all over my scissors. Okay, I actually have one more from that one four page piece of Santa. So, but I still have more paper too. So we'll have to see if I can come up with a way to make those work. However I can empty out that drawer is what I'm trying to do. And I had an idea I thought I might want to show you guys. So let's see. Oh, good. I will have time. Maybe we'll leave the rest of the red paper for another day. Okay, so I really like them, but you guys know I hate this thing on the back. So we're going to fix the back by, I'm going to take this piece of paper, and unfortunately these are bigger than 3 inches. Yep. Okay, so I need, I'm going to cut these apart. And have 3 little strips of paper. And I'm trying to cut right on a straight line, guys, so I'm not looking at chat. So if you've asked me a question, you may have to ask it again. Okay. Okay. Is that okay? Yes. Okay, so here is, what was I going to say? Forgot. Okay. Absolutely forgot what I was going to say. Okay. It doesn't pay to try to think ahead these days. I don't have a clue what I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Took me a minute, but I do know what I was going to tell you. Tuesday's video is already up and ready. So I have started a new journal. It's a nature journal. And as usual, I'm using a lot of recycled stuffs in it. And I'm really liking how it's coming out. I mean, Tuesday's video is not got a lot of, I mean, it's not decorated or anything like that. It's just the beginnings. So, If you watched last Thursday's video, I put a video in Tanya's group. All the sound is my air conditioner. Oh dear. Yeah, I had something else I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, I'm going. Yeah, I know what else I want to do, but I wanted to tell you. It was something I wanted to tell you. I had a little idea I wanted to experiment with a little bit, and it might be fun with the scraps that are in the drawer. So we'll have to see if it works. After I get these done, I'm gonna just skip doing the other red paper. I'll leave that other red paper for another weekend. Okay. Well, and the next one is kind of a different idea, but like I said, it's gonna be a nature journal, and I will tell you that it it's it takes a while to do some of the videos when you're doing those videos. I am trying to shorten it up, but guys, remember that if I shorten a video or I speed it up, you can slow it down. YouTube has that thing where you can slow the video down. You'll show it as soon as you can think you can dig your table out of the piles. Okay. Well, I had to dig this table out of the piles this morning. I mean, it was absolute mess. So, it was just one of those things. I was sitting at my computer in the other end of the room, and things were falling off the table this morning. I could hear them move. So that's how bad it was. So, okay, that is just, I'm just really hyped. These are cute. They came out real cute. All right. Okay. Okay, and okay, we got an issue here. Give me just a minute. I got to figure out what's going on. Okay, now that's, oh, okay. All right. We put cameras on my father-in-law's doors, and that was a notification that somebody was at the front door, or but it was actually a car going down the street. So, not all cars show up like that. It's just a few of them, and that one was a little white one. So. Anyways, I'm really happy with these. These came out real cute. So, and they covered up on the back. So, brown paper journal. Well, my nature journal is kind of brown paper. Okay, so now I want some papers that are maybe a little, just a little stiffer. That's maybe something. Oh, let's see if I can find something else. Oh, that one might be really good. I am still digging in my scrap drawer, guys. I'm just going through my scraps. That's just a little piece of red, which might go with that one. Look, a little piece of green. Why do I have such little tiny pieces of paper? I do not know. And I'm looking for things that are a touch heavier, not quite just plain plain paper. These are more cardstocky weight. That's more papery weight, so that's not going to be good. Let's start with oh, I like maybe these two. Now then. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Yeah, this one. This is just a little flower punch. I'd like to see the video, Teresa. Although I will tell you guys that I have not been able to watch videos lately. I just haven't had time to do any of that. Okay, so we have these two colors. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, maybe this one. Yes, I think that one might work real well. I think that one's too fuchsia. That one might work well. For the time being, those will do. Okay. So we need on the grass. Oh, but I did tear your paper into more manageable sizes. Ah, that is a feat in itself, isn't it, Teresa? Okay, I need some of this little. Right. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys in. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. These are just dots that I got when Hobby Lobby was clearancing them. You know, for the diamond dot painting stuff. I mean, I've got dots from little projects that were extra too, but okay, this one must never have been opened. So if it's not been opened, yeah, there's a sealed thing on it. These were the hardest things to get into. The seal is just... they're just awful. There, maybe that will do it. Don't know. Okay, now I have sticky stuff on my fingers. Come on, get off. See? Folded it in half and glued it together to make it smaller. Apparently I didn't get it apart enough. Sorry, guys. I wanted to have them all the way already out before I started punching things, because if I don't, then they'll be harder to deal with. Okay, Harbor Freight. I love it. It came with a few extra blades. I was concerned because the day I bought it, we were on our trip. I think we were at Harbor Freight in Elkhart, but it's a Pittsburgh knife, so Harbor Freight will carry them. They didn't have any extra blades that day, and it came with some extra blades, so I've got a few. And of course, it's got a blade in it that you can flip around, Lisa, so that it's got 2 points on it, so you can flip it, so it'll ought to last a long time. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been using this thing a lot lately. I really like it. However, I probably have gotten sticky stuff all over it. I can't seem to make this thing peel. There we go. Maybe that will do it. This is awful. By the time I get this thing open, this jar's going to be all scratched up. Anyways, Lisa, I did double check, and Amazon does have blades that should fit it if I can't get them at Harbor Freight. But it's a Pittsburgh blade. It's a Pittsburgh knife, so Amazon or Harbor Freight should always have blades. That particular Harbor Freight just, I think, was out. Yeah, it's like Teresa, there's no edge on it. That's the thing. It's like it's sealed just around the place where it's supposed to open. I guess I'll just use the other color for the time being, because this is irritating. There we go. Maybe. It's like it's thin too. It's not, there's no, once I get it started, there's no more, there's no edge to it where I can, usually like tape, you can put your fingernail under it, and then you can get your fingernail under it and pull on it. This thing doesn't have anything like that. It's just like so thin of a piece of plastic or tape or whatever it is. And of course my thumbnail's all tore up, so I can't use it as well as I would like. And I keep hoping maybe I'll get enough of it loose that I can, and now it's stuck to my fingers. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm not going to fight with it anymore. And at least it has a release, so you have to squeeze it, like a good pocket knife. So you squeeze it, and then it releases to close it. And now that my fingers are sticky, it doesn't want to do that. So there. Oh no, it was way less expensive than $12.97, Lisa. Way less expensive than $12.97. And if you get it at Harbor Freight, these Pittsburgh is warranted. If it breaks, they're supposed to replace it. So, just FYI. But I don't think I paid but $2 or $3 for it. Give it to you. You want to try? Okay, Julie, I'll just hand it to you and you can just fix it, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to just punch some little flowers. Okay. But dang it, I really want these. Maybe I was using the wrong tool. And dang, it's getting warm in my studio. That is one of the problems with the cooler days outside. Air conditioner doesn't run the same way, and so it gets trying to go right along the edge where it's there we go. There's a big chunk of it right there. Aha! Ta-da! Hate to do that for a $3 knife. I tell you I'd go get it for you, Lisa, but shipping would probably cost us just as much as if you had it. So okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to put little dots on this little flower like so. And I'm going to put a little diamondy thing on each one. Then I'm going to take this flower, do the same thing. But I'm going to put these other dots on it just because it would be fun. Oh, come on, come off. All right, now I have glue on my fingers. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days. All right. I got too much wax or something because it's stuck. Yep. Okay, we'll just throw that one away. I will also tell you that this art glitter glue is not sticky so much like the sticky stuff that diamond paintings are. So I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, I got it open. Yep. You'll survive a week or two without it. Okay, just checked, and the Pittsburgh tools are imported. Prices are probably now higher thanks to tariffs. Yeah, that's probably true. You might want to let your art glitter glue set for just a second or two before you start putting your little jewels on. Okay, but then what I want to do is I'm going to put some glue right there. And I'm going to spin this so that the underside dots are in the, so the petals come out alternating is my plan. Just a minute. Let me get it in there and get me put it down. Okay, and just a second and I'll show it to you. I'm just holding it for right now. Let me bring this down. Still better than 13. Yeah, let's look. 549. Okay, and Lisa, if you watch, Harbor Freight has coupons all the time. So, yeah, I know a lot of bead makers that can't do their shows because they can't ship in. Okay, just a minute. I'm going to change the focus for a minute to autofocus. There we go. Okay, so see how it's rotated just a little bit? Now I got to put a center in it. Okay. And what I think I'm going to do is put one of these right in the middle. Come on, go in there. I do not know what's going on over at the house. I just don't. There don't appear to be any people, and that's what we got the doorbells for. Okay, so I have a pair of tweezers somewhere. Of course, I don't know where they're at. That didn't go in the center, and now I've made a little mess. There we go. Now I want to have about 5 of these around the edge. I could have used a bigger one. That might have been a better idea. And of course, I've got glue where it doesn't need to be. I got too much glue on there, guys, just so you know. Okay, come on, focus. There we go. Now, our bottom one wouldn't have to have any dots on it, but by putting the dots on the bottom one, you see it makes it a little more three-dimensional, which I thought was cute. I think that's cute. I think that will be fun. You could make pink one and a purple one together or something like that. I wonder where my tweezers are. Because those don't work very well. Come here, tweezers. There. We probably ought to make 3 exactly alike, right? That should be what we do, is make 3 alike. Or swap the colors out, top and bottom. See, it seems to work better if you let the art glitter glue set for just a second or two before you start trying to put those on, because it's not a sticky kind of glue. It's more of a, it dries fast, but your little tiny diamonds want to pull right back up. I'm wondering if I went ahead, I think we'll just glue this down. Okay. And then we'll punch a couple more out so that we can work on them while that's drying. Now you could make them more layers, but I think that if they were too many layers, then you would they would get a little thick for projects. I thought they would be cute. And this is a good way to use up your scrap drawer. I have some bigger little gemstones, but I don't know that I want to. I like using the little tiny ones that match, so I think I'll continue to do that, but you have to have a few more of these. You could probably also put it on, put the flower on a circle. Might be interesting too. We're going to make a third one just the same as that one because, you know, we need 3 of everything, right? Throw all my scraps away and still have enough paper that will last me a lifetime. Oh, I'm sure I would have enough paper to last 3 lifetimes. And every time I do something, I usually make more scraps. So, you know. You don't want to leave you don't want to make too many ones with glue on it because the glue does dry quickly. So three lifetimes. Okay. Some of my diamond dots are not that flat back. I didn't realize until I got them home. Yeah, and I don't know how you could get how you would glue down a diamond dot that wasn't a flat back. Now, I've got crystally things that aren't because they were for jewelry, but it doesn't make any sense to have. Now, some of these diamonds are more crystally, which means they have a silver back. And I had one the other day that was really odd. It was the color was on the wrong side. Okay, come on, go in there. There you go. Obviously, you don't want to have to make too many of these, but they would be really cute to decorate. What do you call it? Tags and stuff with. And if you've already got them made up, then you could do your punches in front of the TV if you were a TV watcher. Okay. I'm just going to do, get the glue on this one. And while those set, I'm going to put these together. Come on. My fingers are also sticky from trying to get that jar of diamond dots open. So, shoot, I just caught my hand in that one, and now they're stuck together. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, so we're going to hold that one and that one down for the moment. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Now let's get this apart. Okay, well, didn't seem to use up all the dots of glue, so we'll see if we can, yeah, they're going to glue down. All right. Okay, bye, Lisa. I'll let you know how Mom is tomorrow. And like I said, I'm sorry I didn't message y'all yesterday. My brain was just tired yesterday, and I was trying to get work done. So. Gel medium. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed what Teresa said. Something about thicker. Uh, if she's talking about using tacky glue or something. Yeah, you can punch it in front of videos too. I'm going to say goodbye. I suddenly have a headache. Uh-oh, sorry, hon. Yeah, couldn't you just have to stick them to something like fabric or something like that. Glossy accents would work very well, but this works. It just takes a minute or two for them to, because if you try to stick them, the wax on the end of the little sticky tool is picking them up. That's the only reason that it's not working perfectly. And just if you just give it a minute, it seems to be working fine. It just needs to set for a second before, for a few seconds before you start trying to put the diamonds on. Because you know, the diamond painting kits are very sticky. They have like a sticky tape stuff to them. And this works better on the back side than my fingers did, actually. So, and this one is starting to dry. So now you can see what the middle looks like. See how the middle is got. I'm a liking it. I'm a liking it. I thought about it the other day and thought it would be kind of cool. We're just going to put glue in all of them. And if I wasn't using the diamond dot tool, if I was using, say, use the tweezers, it might even be easier. Let's see if that would work. Let's stick that up there. I don't know if I can pick these up with the tweezers. That's the thing. And my tweezers have something on them. Oh, what did I just do? I did that backwards. Oh, well. Not a big deal. My tweezers must have something sticky on them because I'm not pinching. It's just picking it up. Which is fine. I don't think I have enough glue on this one. The glue is it's off to the wrong side. The nice thing about this glue is that it is clear. So the fact that I have to put a little more on is okay. Okay, Lisa's leaving. Okay, bye, hon. Yeah, you probably let it get tacky first. I'm going to finish these and then I'm going to go because, okay. Yeah. Because it's already 4 o'clock and I have got to feed my guys tonight. I really do. And it's going to take a couple hours for me to get all of it sorted out. I would say that it would be a heck of a lot easier if you found a slightly bigger center. Use the little ones on the petals and then find something a little bigger for the center. You wouldn't even have to put the ones on the petals, but I just really liked them on the petals. Oh dear. There's one that's right side up. There we go. One more. All right. Okay, come on, focus. There we go. Yes, you could heat emboss them. I wanted to use my little diamond dots since I bought these on clearance with this kind of an idea to do things with them. I just wanted to use them. So, I think we did, oh shoot, I'm just throwing them around now. I think we did a fun few things today. We did our fun page. I like my fun page. And we did some little notepads that can go into a Christmas journal. And we made some little flowers. So I'm going to go, guys, because like I said, I need to cook tonight. With everything that happened and being at the hospital with Mom this week and everything, I haven't cooked. And so the guys haven't eaten dinner and decent dinner. And I haven't eaten decent dinner all week long. So I'm going to go see about some real food for tonight. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And do remember, like Barbara says, Ann Laura is on, I think, right now. I think she comes on at 4. So you guys go have fun. And remember, Tuesday is the Nature Journals, the beginning of the Nature Journal. And I hope to be here next Sunday. I don't want to promise next Sunday because we may have to be in Elkhart. So I'll see y'all soon. And we won't be gone but for a couple weeks. Once we do have to leave. So see y'all later. Bye-bye.